What's up, guys? It's your boy J-Man, and this is gonna be a pretty unscripted video. This is like the most game news topic video I'm gonna make recently. This just came out of the blue, out of nowhere. I saw it on Twitter, and it just caught my eye, and I'm actually it's good news, I think, actually. So basically, this has to do with Xbox, or more so Microsoft, buying Bethesda and their parent company ZeniMax. The theory is that ZeniMax, the parent company, was privately owned, not publicly, so we didn't know, by this, like very shady, secret, private company. We don't really know, like maybe a company that just buys other companies and just sits there and just gets money for it. But basically, this is gonna change now, because I'm pretty sure this is going public. They're really public with this. They released an article on their website about this, Xbox did, and it's interesting because now they're not really, we know that there's no like shady thing at the top, saying make more Fallout 76 content. We really need to really add some, $7 digital hats, please, Bethesda. So it's really interesting. So basically, the crazy thing about this is that I've always been, for the recent years, I've been heavily against Bethesda, mainly Bethesda Softworks, who makes Fallout, because of the way that they've treated that franchise and the way I think they're going to treat Elder Scrolls as well, dumbing down the game design, basically destroying the IP and turning it into this multiplayer games as a service that no one asked for, and completely just destroyed everything that I liked about Fallout. So it's given me a huge disrespect for Bethesda as a company. This is good news, because now, if you don't know, Obsidian, the people who made New Vegas and recently made Outer Worlds, the newest RPG, the most RPG free roam FPS you're gonna get, is Obsidian posted, I don't really know what you would call this, but I don't know, kind of emote to a person who asked if New Vegas 2 was going to happen. So, I mean, I don't think a New Vegas 2 is going to happen, but the thing is about this is that Microsoft technically now owns the Fallout IP. Technically could just be like, hey, Obsidian, could you make another Fallout? They technically could do that. Now, I doubt that's going to happen, because Obsidian has a lot of their own projects, but the reason I like this is that Microsoft, they're not a perfect company. They're not the best company on earth. They're not like saints or anything, but they have some great ideas. There's some stuff that I heavily disagree with. I think Xbox Live is just completely ridiculous. It's kind of a scam, because you're really paying for nothing. You should be able to play online for free, and it doesn't help the people who make these games for you to have to buy access to online. And it was just something that Microsoft started with the 360, and it's kind of disgusting. But I like that they go into great directions, like the Game Pass, which the Game Pass Ultimate actually circumvents Xbox Live. You don't have to buy Xbox Live if you have Game Pass Ultimate, and Game Pass Ultimate actually gives you something for paying for their subscription. So it's something, there's a lot of things that Microsoft does good that I really appreciate. Like, the new Xbox that's coming out, Xbox Series X and S, I like them. I think the design is cool. I think what they're going with is cool. I think the price point, it's high, but I mean, remember, the PS3 was, I think $500 is fine. I like that it's not more than the PS5, and I think they have somewhat of a competition there, and I think I can respect Microsoft way, way more than whatever shady company owned ZeniMax, or whatever the hell ZeniMax was doing when they were kind of by themselves without Microsoft. And I think Microsoft will probably manage ZeniMax, and especially Bethesda Game Studios, Bethesda Softworks, whatever, are probably going to do better jobs on certain things, especially with, because I think Doom Eternal and all that stuff is great. I think everyone else in ZeniMax games does pretty good for the most part. It's just the way that they've treated Fallout, and just the sheer terrible launch of Fallout 76 and everything that happened with that is just, it's one of the worst things you could possibly do as a company in the games industry, and it is one of the worst launches, I'm pretty sure, in game history. that needs to turn around. It's unacceptable. I don't care if you find 76 to be enjoyable. There are clear issues that are they're inherently negative. No matter how small you think they are, there's something that needs to be fixed there. This is a huge company. There's really no excuse for that. And I think that Microsoft owning Bethesda, or ZeniMax, who owns Bethesda in turn, is going to do good for that company. I could be absolutely wrong, but I think it will do a lot better, and I hope this means that maybe finally I can get freaking Skyrim on the Game Pass, because I've always wanted to play it, but I just don't want to pay $60 for a slight remaster that just basically is just trying to sell the game for $60 again. Now that Microsoft owns Bethesda, they have resources, they have ideas. They said they have this huge plan they've been working on for years. They've been in talks about this probably for years, and I'm thinking Microsoft can do something with Fallout. You know, ZeniMax by itself probably couldn't do anything with Fallout because, you know, Bethesda Game Studios was working on this Starfield, whatever that is. I hope that isn't in development hell, and whatever the next Elder Scrolls is. So I'm hoping Microsoft can kind of take that Fallout and maybe give it to another more independent studio like Obsidian was during Fallout New Vegas, and possibly just give it to someone else. Maybe give it to Obsidian. Obsidian isn't the same company as it was before. You know, they still... I respect the work for Outer Worlds, but they're not really the same people who made New Vegas. So I think people who want to do that, they're probably the best pick though to make new like another Fallout game, because they just made a very Fallout inspired RPG. So that might work, but I just need more Fallout, man. Whoever they give it to, I think would be better than Bethesda, to be honest, in my opinion. I could be wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What do you guys think about this stuff? I hope I didn't get something wrong. There's probably something I'm missing in this. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video, and I will see you in the next one.